My name is Rico, the Dungeon Master for Season 3, the restoration of the 12 Olympians. This season, we'll find our heroes traveling back to the lands of Eris and Enyo within Harmonia, as they adventure through and see what they have accomplished and completed by restoring the 3 fabled relics, the Sickle of Kronos, the Golden Apple of Discord, and the Robe and Necklace of Harmonia. We'll start with Deborah.
I am Deborah, and I am playing a human rogue named Neith. Her name is Neith.
And I'm Matt, playing a dragonborn monk named Ari Futan.
And I'm Daphne, and I play Gelsira Venfire, who is a halfling druid.
And my name is Rico. I am the Dungeon Master for Season 3 of the campaign. Do you have a Deborah's Diary from last time?
I do.
Who's ready for
Deborah's Diary? Was that?
That was hot.
Okay.
Like, I'm just tired of pissing you off.
I appreciate it. Dear Diary, in our last episode, our players were able to keep their appointment with Angel,
Hell yeah.
which started with Electo chucking Neith through a window.
Some weird Buffy the Vampire shit.
As she crashed through the window, did a nice 61 damage. But then Angel turns and eye lasers Ari.
That happened?
Yes, that happened.
That happened.
You almost died.
Gelsira pulled out the big guns early with the level 8 blight spell. That did nothing.
Nope.
Yeah, that was fun.
So she decided to burrow to the first floor, forgetting that there was a floor under her.
I
Just kind of dropped her.
I was useless in that fight.
At this point, Gelsira and Neith noped the fuck out. But Electo was still into the fight, so Electo whips Ari, who does 10d6 fire damage with his fire breath. At which point, the DM cheated with the calculator.
Yeah, I had to.
So Gelsira decides to punch the ceiling with advantage because she was a
Earth Elemental.
Earth Elemental. And Ari slow falls down to the floor because
No worries.
that's where Gelsira decided to punch, evidently. An angel just kind of waved to him as he slowly fell. Ooh. Neith uses her potion of fire breath as Electo begins to whip Angel.
Fuck yeah.
Ari flies to the second floor and begins to punchy punch. Punch. And then at which point Gelsira gets in on the fire damage. It was a firefight.
Nice.
And Angel decides to also take a page out of Electo's book and begins to chuck Neith at the party.
Let's go, champ.
And that was the worst Gelsira has ever been hit. Ari takes out Angel with his punchy punches. Boop, boop, boop. As Angel's skin falls to the floor, the rest of him dissipates and the magic of the city vanishes. I can't read my handwriting. Whoops. A shift. Something opens. Something appears, and the boar squeals. Will our players finally reach the boar? Let's find out in this episode of Some Would Play.
Yeah, so the mountain cracked open. There was an earthquake.
Oh, yeah.
Natural disaster.
I got
Mountains shift open.
mountain crack, earthquakes, boar squeal.
Yep. That's about it. So you folks know that the magic has now been dissipated. You
Hell yeah.
can start making your way to the mountains.
Did we decide to leave the horses here? Or was we with them? Was we riding the horses into battle? We was riding the horses, weren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, hell yeah. To the mountain. Can we get to the mountains this time?
Yeah.
I know we tried
start
last
riding
time. It
towards the
didn't go
mountains.
great. All right.
You guys are going to take your horses with you through the mountains?
Yeah, my
where
war horse.
Yes.
the mountains have cracked open and there's earthquakes and unstable terrain. You're going to take your horses?
No.
Well, that's
I think
perfectly
that was
fine
a
with
no.
me.
Where should we put our horses? You talk to the horses. Where do they want to be?
Where are we right
Can you
now,
talk to
geographically? Are we outside the city but where we left the horses? Outside the
You
area?
are outside Angel's mayoral estate.
Okay.
What's left of it, anyway.
So we haven't gotten back to the horses.
Okay. Hell yeah. Let's go talk to the horses.
Okay,
We're riding them.
let's go back to the horses. Neath walks to the horses.
How far away is the boar at, you think? Like, can we, like, ascertain by looking how far away we got to go to get to the boar? Like, not, like, accurate distance, but is it, like, over there? Or, like, are we just like, I don't know where we're going?
Yeah, you could probably ascertain how far it is to the mountains. Probably about half a day's walk.
Half a day's walk.
That's not too bad.
It's not terrible, but maybe we should take the horses closer. We'll ride the horses part of the way and then, like, tie them
Leave
up.
them at the foot of the mountain.
75% of you fly,
I can, for sure, and so can my bow Electo
and so can Gelsira
with her broom.
with her
I
broom.
can also transform us all into eagles if we wanted, or a cloud. We can all turn into clouds.
Didn't we ascertain that both you and I can
Ride
fit
her
on
broom?
your room?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so about a half a day's walk or a quarter of a day's fly.
Can you turn me into a dragon?
Not yet.
All right. All right, so you guys want to, like, I mean, is the area around us where the city is, the magic is dissipated, does it look like
Hospitable.
a place we could leave the horses somewhere near here, or is it like
Horses
all
will
bad
stay wherever
now?
you tell them to stay.
But like, is bad shit happening in the city, or is
No,
it just
no, the city's
magic's
the
dissipated now?
magic's
It's just like-
dissipated. The city's just like an old ruinous city.
It makes me
yeah.
think of Pompeii.
Yeah, kind of. It's kind of like that. Yeah, but the horses will stay if you tell them to stay.
I think we should leave the horses here and we should just fly there.
Well, okay. Here's another thing I thought of. If we capture the boar, a portal will likely appear, and we'll do that whole thing. And so the horses will be kind of without us for a while, possibly, depending on what happens when we go through the portal and do things. And I don't want to forget about them, but I don't want to be too far away.
I could. Oh, you know what?
Portal.
I think I already made a portal.
You just figured out why I was going to have you make an insight roll. Yes, you did create a portal here, just in those trees.
Yeah. So
Can you just
so we
create
can
like infinite portals? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
yeah. So we can always walk through a tree and come back here.
Okay.
Well, let's put the horses near wherever the portal was. Do you remember where the portal was?
It was just right over there.
Right over there. Okay. Well, let's.
Is there any water or what? Well, besides, I remember there was a pump. But is there any other water near here we could leave the horses near?
No, Ari filled the trough with his never-ending water skin.
How full is the trough?
About halfway.
You guys want me to like fill this trough up so they got plenty of water?
Yeah, let's
Maybe we
just make sure there's plenty
Yeah.
of water.
give them some more
I
shit.
give my horse an apple. Do I have an apple?
How many apples did I have?
Ari, can I have an apple for my horse?
Yeah, you have an apple.
I wrote down horse stuff: carrots, apples, salt lick.
Oh, right.
Also, there is a portal at somebody's farm where you could just take the horses.
Oh yeah, we could
Yeah,
have
we could take him to Cronus.
we could have my father-in-law take care of the horses for a while.
You got a portal to Aspasia where you have free boarding for your horses with Eris's writ. You have a portal to Kronos' farm where there are stables there for your horses. There are 1,000,001 places where you guys could take your horses just by Gelsira opening a portal and be like, we're going to go here with our horses. This doesn't have to be that difficult, you
Okay,
guys.
where
I
you guys want
promise.
to put the horses?
Yeah, you have two
let's stable
very
them
good
somewhere
choices.
nice.
I talked to Lucy. I'm like, hey, Lucy, do you think you and the other horses are going to be good here, or do you want to go somewhere safer?
And Lucy says that she would much rather be somewhere safer where there isn't a large squealing boar
Okay. Hey,
that
guys.
feeds on flesh and blood of children and people.
So I think our horses are a little bit freaked out by staying here without us. So
Okay.
why don't we take them maybe to Cronus's farm? Maybe?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Electo, you think that'd be cool?
Yeah, I don't think he'd mind at all.
Dope.
He'd probably just be happy to see you guys again.
Cool. Let's go to Cronus real quick.
Okay. So I walk to the nearest tree and I'm enchanting, getting ready for, to cast transport via plant. So I'm saying the words, making my hand motions.
How you doing on spell reagents?
Spell what on what?
Your druid magic requires reagents for spells. How you doing on that?
Reagents. I'm not familiar.
Materials?
Never
So-
used reagents.
It's like spell stuff.
She's never
Like
used spell
spell-
stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, spell slots and preparing spells. And...
No.
Do your spells require like a
Oh,
Some of
you
these
mean-
spells
do you mean-
require reagents.
Oh, do you mean like components?
Components, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
How you doing on spell components?
I'm doing okay.
Okay.
AKA, she's not been tracking that whatsoever.
No, I've been tracking it. I'm just
It's half my battle when I become a warlock. I want to go to the warlock guild and be like, all right, I'm going to need a grocery
Yeah,
list.
warlocks
of
use a
stuff.
lot of components.
You did get
in the
you
transport
did
via
get a
plants.
bag of shit at the druids guild
Right.
hall.
Yeah,
so-
because I
Warlocks
use
use
that to
that
do.
much, but I do want
I
to
use
get what
that
I
to brought my components. The transport via plants doesn't require any material components.
Nice.
Come on, Anos, let's go stable you up, buddy.
Where are we going? Do we want to go to Cronus's farm or?
Yeah, let's go to
okay.
Cronus's farm.
Okay.
We pop through the portal.
Sweet.
Choppity pop pop pop.
You guys pop through the portal. You are there just outside of Kronos' farm. You can actually see it over yonder because her tree portal was placed at a tree outside of where he was using his sickle for hay. And you guys pop through, and it is a nice, wonderful evening.
Beautiful.
Cool breeze. You hear owls and nighttime creatures chirping and whatnot. Hear crickets. Beautiful full moon, clear sky. You can see all the stars in the universe.
All of
And-
them in the universe.
What time is it? Like 10:30?
Yeah, it's evening.
Yeah.
And so Kronos and none of his daughters are out. There is lights on inside the house. And you guys are free to just walk your way to the stables. Electo gives you a kiss on the cheek, and she flies to the house to go say hi to her sisters and her dad.
Dope. All right, I take Anos to the stable.
Hey, do we want to rest here for the night? Take a long rest, maybe?
I was just thinking that. I mean, I'm feeling, out of 105, about a 94. It'd be nice to.
Well, with the magic of the city dissipated, are we worried about the boar moving? Just sort of being held there by. The
Well,
fact
it was a
they're
half a day's
sacrificing.
walk, a quarter of a day's fly. So you figure you've probably got time for a long rest.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, you meet the boar while it's halfway to the city.
Okay. Take a rest.
I think we
So
should
you've
take a
got
rest.
time. You've got time for a long rest.
Okay, I put the horse in the stable. Make sure it's got some food and water, and
He lays down. He looks very, very happy in fresh hay,
good
fresh
stuff.
water.
I'll take off the war horse.
Yeah.
the armor,
armor and
shit.
stuff?
He's safe
Yeah.
here. No problem.
No, you guys are absolutely 100% safe here.
I look
So I
around
take
at the
whatever
stable,
time.
and then it makes me think of the time when I cleaned the stable.
Yeah, they're still clean from when you cleaned these stables.
Nice.
Because nobody has brought their horses.
I think to myself, good job, Joey. These are clean stables.
I
There?
untack my horse and brush her down, and
She lays down. She looks like she's going to bed down for the evening as well.
then I head over to the farmhouse.
I also go to the farmhouse.
Yep, me too.
So you guys approach the farmhouse. You hear laughter from the three sisters and Kronos, and laughter from another voice. Neath, you would know this voice. You two have not heard this voice before.
Oh, no.
But it sounds like everybody's having a good time inside. You can smell fresh meats and breads. It smells like dinner has been prepared.
Neith kind of like freezes in front of the door. And I want to listen and see if I can understand what's being said.
The three sisters are laughing, and they're all happy to be speaking with their cousin. They refer to this person as cousin. Chrono says, it's really nice to see you again. Haven't seen you in such a long time. How are things? And the male voice you hear, you know very, very well.
Is it Liam Neeson?
It's Liam Neeson. Yeah. Someone's about to be taken through some weird doors that go to weird places.
You can also hear Hades inside laughing and having a good time.
They got a whole party going on.
Yeah,
don't
they've got a whole party going on, yeah.
I don't hate it.
I let Ari go in first.
I open the door.
And as you open the door, everybody turns to the door and they say, Ari, nice to see you again.
Hey guys, how we doing?
Kronos gets up and he comes over to you and he gives you a big old bear hug.
Oh, I hug him back.
Like, his arms are strong and he picks you up and like
Love it.
he bends back a little bit and picks your feet up off the ground. He picks you up like you're nothing.
Yeah.
Despite being, dragonborn and as big and heavy as you are, he picks you up like you're insignificant.
Nice G.
Yeah. And Alecto is there with her sisters, and you see another guy there. Don't think you've seen him before.
Didn't we see him when he was like in the Elysian Fields talking about
Oh, yeah.
getting out of there and some shit?
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so you know who it is.
Yeah.
It's the Rogues Guild leader from Aspasia.
Like, hey, fella.
And he looks over and he waves and puts his glass up to you and he says, "Welcome home."
That was definitely you in the Elysian Fields, yeah?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I go there whenever I feel like it.
Right, I just made sure it wasn't some sort of weird illusion.
Yeah, one of my doors go there.
There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in that place, so.
And Hades is there, and Hades looks up at you all and toasts you all silently. So it just appears to be one big family reunion. Everybody's eating and feasting, and there are 3 extra chairs not being sat at. And the table gets a little bit bigger as you guys come through.
Love that.
The dining room gets a little bit bigger, just like it always does when guests come over.
Hey,
the
guys,
magic.
mind if we join you for the night?
No, please feel free. My house is your house, Chronos says.
Well, thank you.
And then Alecto takes a seat, and she has a chair open for you, and there are 2 other chairs for you guys. There's
sit.
one chair next to the Rogues Guild leader that appears to be open for you, and there's a chair at the end of the table for you. And Hades would be sitting to your left.
I take a seat at my seat.
Nice.
I sit next to Electo.
Nice.
I'm like, Hades, I'm sorry that we had to kill Angelica.
Oh, no. She's been dead for a while.
Oh, okay.
You can't kill something that's already dead. You just sent her back to the underworld. She'll be
Okay.
back eventually.
Okay.
Presuming, if you guys don't defeat the boar, then Zeus and I will have to do something to put the wards back up. But yeah, I'm not offended by it.
Okay.
She's my puppet anyway, so I've got forever to play with her.
Yeah, I feel like kind of if even when we do capture the boar, like you're probably going to put it back at some point.
Yeah, we probably will.
Seems like these trials happen.
After we
Not just
feast
once.
on its flesh, it'll be remade.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
It's pretty cool thing you guys had going on there, though.
well, we had to
City.
do what we could. It took the combined powers that we had, But hey, you guys are going to solve that problem for us.
For now.
For now, yeah.
Till the next time.
Yep. And then Hephaestus walks in,
Hey!
and another chair materializes next to you. The dining room gets a little bit bigger.
I stand while it
And
just comes to
Ares
sit.
walks in,
Oh.
and another chair to your right materializes. The dining room gets a little bit bigger.
Oh, hey, Aries.
And then Athena walks in, and then another chair materializes. The dining room gets a little bit bigger, and everybody turns to the 3 gods that have walked in, and Kronos walks up to all of them and gives all of them hugs because Kronos is a titan. All of the gods, the vast majority of him that were from Zeus, are also by proxy from Kronos. So they all say hello to the cousins, nephews, brothers, sisters, and it looks like it's just one big happy feast. And everybody is happy to see everybody.
I look over at the rogue guild leader fella and I say, what should we call you? I don't know your name, I'm sorry.
Oh, you can call me Dolos.
Dolos.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
And then Kronos looks over to
I'm Ari,
Dolos,
in case you didn't know. But
and he's like, "You gave them your real name?" And Dolos says, "Yeah, it doesn't just now the jig's up. I mean, they know I'm family. I think Alecto leaked it." And Alecto's like, "Yeah, I did."
Oh, I'm like, hey, Dolos, have you met Neith before? Since you were in charge of the Rose Guild, maybe you've met Neith.
Oh, I know Neith in and out.
Oh, okay.
Don't I
He's
Neith?
just like trying to not make eye contact with anybody at this point.
You guys can all make a religion roll if you would like, please.
dope.
The religion roll will not be very difficult. You all being blessed by the gods, you need a 5 or better.
Oh, I rolled a 6.
That's perfect.
11.
Perfect.
I rolled a nat 1. You know what? I'm going to use my luck. We're about to take a long rest anyway. May as well.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm proficient in religion for some
Okay.
reason.
17 that time.
So Dolos has been around as long as Alecto and her sisters. He was actually a student to the Titan Prometheus.
Oh.
Dolos is another primordial deity and knows this family very, very well. He is exactly as old as the Furies. So this is a long homecoming that's long overdue, which is why there's such a big feast and a party and other gods have shown up.
Dope.
We chose the right, right place to come to.
Cool. All right, so is there like food?
There is lots of food.
Nice.
There is plenty of food.
If Electo is eating, I'm eating as well.
She's hella eating, dog.
Then I'm also eating.
I'm already eating.
Yeah.
I don't want to eat before her.
Gilcyra is also eating. Hades is eating. Hephaestus has started eating. Ares has started eating. Artemis has started eating. Artemis or Athena?
Athena.
God damn it. Why can't I remember that? Athena. God,
You're the one who gave her to
I
me,
know,
too.
right? I'm the fucking idiot. I know. I don't know why I can't remember which one it is. I should know this by now.
Goddess of War.
Yeah, it's Athena. Athena. It's in my notebook. If I needed to just reference it, I could just look in my notebook. And everybody is laughing and having a great time. There will be laughter. There will be hugs. There will be, we haven't seen you in so long. Oh my God. Can you imagine we all have influence back in the sphere? It's all thanks to these two and their friend that is helping them now, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. There are toast and cheers to you three. And there are toast and cheers to Electo. There are toast and cheers to the other Furies. There are toast and cheers to Dolos because he has stayed incredibly busy with his doors. It's a good night. So they will drink and party and bullshit until you guys feel like you want to go to sleep.
Dope.
Neith also eats.
It's real food this time. And it's good.
And again, Neith is also purposely like not making eye contact with anybody, but she is trying to play a little footsie with Dolos.
Dolos will play footsie with you.
Yes.
Right next to you?
Well, I sat next to him, right?
Yeah, all right.
He sat next. Oh yeah. She sat next to him.
Yeah, I'm right next to him.
Just side footsie's wild.
So as you guys are eating and having a good time, Dolos looks over to you three and he says, so how long are you guys going to be doing these trivial little tasks?
I mean, at our current rate, probably for a very long time.
And
We kind of get
then
sidetracked a lot. We're having a good
Kronos
time.
says, yeah, Neith, how long are you going to be performing these trivial little tasks?
I mean, I'm just in it for the ride right now. Is there something better? Something better
And
we could be doing?
Dolos and Kronos both laugh and they say, yeah, there's a lot better that we could be doing. And then Athena and Ares and Hephaestus, they lean in, very interested in the conversation. And then Hephaestus asks you, yeah, how long are you going to be doing these trials for Zeus and the rest of us?
I mean, I figured we would complete them. I thought that was the goal. Like, wouldn't completing them make you guys happy?
Well, there's a lot of things that would make us happy.
Like, what else could we be doing that would make you happier?
Oh, you could assault Olympus and take over. Or you can keep doing Hera's dirty work and slaying bastards and keep performing these trivial little tasks that are well below your guys' skills at this point in time. Choice is yours. We just thought we'd ask.
I mean,
And then Ares looks at you and he says, yeah, how long are you going to be performing these stupid little chores?
I kind of have my eyes wide open. I'm really nervous, but I'm still eating. Just like my mouth is just like. And I'm like, and
grease drips
Yeah.
down the side of your mouth.
yeah, and I have my fork just kind of sitting here like, I don't know, Aries. I feel like, I mean, I thought we were just wanting to complete these tasks, and then
You were you
Have you ever questioned why the gods want you to do these tasks?
I mean, no,
I
not
mean,
really.
they promised you stuff, but have you ever stopped and thought, why are we doing these trivial little tasks that have already been done before and seem to be recycled and repeating?
I don't really question the gods. I just kind of
Yeah, it seemed like a thing we would do to become gods.
How many times have you all died? And Hades says, not nearly enough.
Not nearly enough. They're right.
And then Cronus is like, yeah, how many times have you guys died? I mean, since you've been on my farm, how many other times have you guys died?
I think 0.
Are you not already demigods? What else are they going to offer you that you don't already have now?
Well, I mean,
And Athena says, yeah, you have my blessing. And Hephaestus says, yeah, and you have my blessing. And Ares says, I gave you one of my best blessings. What else do you need from the rest of the gods? And Dolos holds up a glass and says, here, here. And then Kronos holds up a glass and says, here, here.
Here, here.
Well, I don't know if I really want to get involved in a war of the gods. I mean, that just seems a little bit above my pay grade, a little bit out of my scope.
Are you guys being paid now?
I mean, we're having fun adventures, I guess. I don't know.
You have the same fun adventures hunting down and slaying gods. Kronos says, yes, we could have so many adventures hunted down and slaying gods. I owe them one. And Dolos says, yeah, Prometheus owes them too, and by proxy, I owe them.
Aren't there some gods here right now?
Yeah. And they're like in unison. They said, we're on board.
Okay,
And
so
then Hades says, I'm definitely on board. You think I live in the underworld by choice? Zeus put me there.
so what are you implying? Are you saying that you want us to like help you take over, like to overthrow Zeus or something?
Yeah. And Hera and all the rest. You don't have to. It's just an option. They'd never see it coming. 3 demigods doing trivial little chores for the gods. Cyclokronos being the perfect god murdering weapon. Neith, you know that very well. And Hades says, yeah, she does. I saw her once after it sliced her in half. And then Hades and Kronos laugh because you fumbled to catch it and it
Once.
sliced you in twain.
I'm a human, and I only fumbled once.
Yeah, and that's impressive.
That's
I mean, what do you need our help for? I mean, we're just mere.
We can't
the element of surprise,
we
Gelsira.
can't attack the gods directly
Never attack
ourselves.
but you guys are gods.
Yeah. And Zeus and Hera would expect us to attack them directly. And Kronos is like, and I'm back. The relics have been restored. I have my relic back. It'd be incredibly easy to kill the gods. But we'll let you guys sleep on it. We'll let you think about it.
You may let me borrow, said Sickle,
Yeah.
to kill
If
gods.
you want to kill gods, absolutely.
You assassinate gods.
I mean, they'll probably all be in
What
the same place when we capture
Do I
the
get out
boar.
of this?
Out of killing the gods?
I'm an assassin for hire.
Oh, you guys would
Hired.
rule on high as the premier trinity on Olympus.
Would that give us like responsibilities, like shit we
No.
have to do?
Zeus doesn't have any
Really
responsibility.
yeah.
Just imagine.
Sounds like
That's
more
fair.
work.
That's fair.
Just imagine statues that are built in these temples that would all topple and the chaos that would be, or that would follow after that, and the new temples being built in your guys' likeness and honor as you sit upon a throne of bodies of the gods of Olympus.
If I'm a god, do I still get to eat? Like, do I still get to enjoy food and stuff?
Yeah, you get to enjoy everything. I'm enjoying the food now, Ares says as he plunges his fist into the boar and rips out a chunk of rib and begins to eat it.
Neat tries to get like eye contact with Gelsira, then kind of like looks over the door and like kind of does like a nod thing, like
Like, what do you want, Neve? Oh, okay.
And then Kronos says, I could go back to Olympus. And then the 3 sisters in unison say, we could go back to Olympus.
So hold on. If we were ruling Olympus, what would you be doing at Olympus?
Whatever we want. I wouldn't be living, Kronos says, I wouldn't be living on this farm here on this mundane plain. I could have my own Elysian fields.
I'm gonna cut through space and time again.
Much like Electo's wings cut through space and time, so does the sickle of Kronos. Cuts through space and time.
Sex.
Well, if we overthrow the current gods, could I still continue adventuring?
You could do whatever you want.
Still living my life, having fun?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm human. I don't live that long, so
How can gods be killed though? I mean, they're gods.
You cut off their heads with a god-slaying type weapon that's been...
with the sickle that cuts through space and time.
I mean, Kronos points over to a sickle and says, I killed my father, the creator god, with this thing.
Uranus.
Yeah.
I heard about that once.
Uranus.
I mean, I have my weapon back, so it'd be relatively easy to kill a god. Instead of performing these trivial little tasks, you could strive and effort to find the hiding place of the gods and kill them.
They have a hiding place?
Every single god has a mortal hiding place where they like to go and hang out. You've been to one of them.
I have a moment. I'm like, wait a minute. What if this is a test? Like,
And
Neat don't care.
and Alecto says, yeah, you guys were just in one of the gods' hiding place not too long ago, the plum tree in the Elysian fields at the door at the end of the hallway.
oh, that was so great.
Yeah.
But I kind of like. Does that
Artemis?
mean we'd have to fight Artemis? Because I like Artemis.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who says we have to kill every one of them? Maybe we could talk to one of them and get them on our side.
Oh, yeah, that's certainly something you could try.
We can be like, how would you feel if Kronos came back? And we rolled over everything if you could still just keep this corner
I do know
of eternity.
I do have a feeling that Zeus is probably not the most popular or the most loved.
I know,
And
right?
the 4 gods there say, no, he isn't.
So what if we get Hera on our side? Because I know she's I get
to kill at least one, right?
She has beef with Zeus as well.
I need to kill. Can I kill Zeus?
I mean, I don't mind.
Yes, you
I
can.
need to assassinate a god now with a god assassination weapon, a god killing weapon.
I don't really have any interest in killing gods, so it's all yours,
Wanna
Neith,
use a
if you
fun-
want.
So can the
It's all about
gods
weapons for me.
can the gods only be killed in their hiding places?
No, they can be killed on Olympus with the right tool, Kronos' sickle specifically, because as Neith has said numerous times now, it does cut through space and time and puts clean cuts through reality.
So like when they gather when we complete a trial.
Yeah, one at a time that way. Yeah. But I think they would notice that once you complete a trial and one of them doesn't come back.
But we could also get them, and maybe that's when we talk to them and get them on our side. Depending on, because I mean, the next one we're doing right now is for Artemis. And I feel like Artemis could be one that could be persuaded.
I do like Artemis. If she could be on our side, that would be.
The task you're on isn't for Artemis, is it? Isn't it for Demeter?
I thought it was,
Oh,
just
you're
kidding.
right. Yeah, the
it was Demeter that gave it
Neith
all.
doesn't
hind-
understand
the
magic
hind
and
was for
religion, okay?
Artemis.
This is Neith for you.
I mean, Demeter is pretty cool too.
Okay, you can have 2.
Get to kill 2?
No, I get to kill the rest.
So we have killed several bastards for Hera. I think that gives us a little bit of a sway with her.
Oh, she'll have you killing bastards forever.
I mean, it's kind of boring.
It's like, hey, Hera, instead of killing her bastards, instead of killing Zeus's bastards, how about you help us kill Zeus?
So there won't be no more bastards.
Yep.
That's a good angle, Athena says. That's a really good angle. And Hephaestus says, none of this really matters to me. My forge is on Olympus, and I can help create god-slaying weapons from now until the end of perpetuity.
Oh, there could be more.
And I'm like, hey, Ares, do you think this is something we should do?
Oh, bloodshed of the gods? War on Olympus? Fucking A. And then Athena and Ares hold up their glass, and in unison they say, fucking A. War on Olympus. And they chug their glasses, both being brother and sister gods and goddesses of war.
And Neith grabs there's wine, I'm assuming, right?
Oh, yeah.
Neith grabs a glass of wine and
There's
says,
also-
fucking A!
there's
And
also,
also down some wine.
Wow.
There's also, what's it, ambrosia? The gods are all drinking ambrosia. So there's ambrosia, too, if you want some.
Can I refill my
Yeah, I was going to say I
skins?
refill mine.
No.
No.
Oh.
There's not like a flowing fountain of ambrosia like there is at Aspasia,
All right.
which you could have done had you portaled to Aspasia, which I
Sure.
guess you still could,
Sure.
because somebody
I've got
has...
plenty.
Yeah.
Just, I will have to re-up at some point with
Right.
Alecto drinking up half when she gets to
So
I mean, we do know of a few gods that would be on your side to begin with. Us 4, counting Hades. Sorry, Hades. And Hades is like, yeah, don't forget about me. I'll be torturing their souls from now until the end of time.
Dope.
who are the other gods then?
Hecate would be very interested.
Nice.
Goddess
Oh.
of magic.
They're in
love
Aspasia.
Bindi.
And they're in Aspasia.
Yep. And there's us 4, so that's 5. Then you got the 3 Furies, at least 2 Titans, and another primordial deity. Everybody at this table is behind this plan, referring to the 3 Furies, Dolos, Kronos, Hades, Athena, Ares, and Hephaestus.
Do you think Hermes would be on
Not
board?
even remotely.
Okay, so it's okay.
All right. So I get to kill Hermes.
Oh, you know who else might? Oh, shit. What's her name? Goddess of love and beauty.
Aphrodite.
Aphrodite. She'd love to take her place higher up on the food chain.
Do you think Artemis would be on board?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
Darn.
Elsyra.
What about Demeter?
Probably also not.
Okay, so Hecate and Aphrodite. And then Hera, you think?
She may be able to be swayed.
Then maybe Hera. Okay.
Oh, y'all are taking notes now. Now the shit gets interesting, huh?
It was already interesting. Are we just going to shortcut to the end of the campaign?
No, because, I mean, I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to spoil. No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Spoilers. Yeah, no spoilers.
Well, you've certainly given us a lot to think about.
Yeah, you don't need to give us an answer now. You still have 7 menial chores to and time to think about it. And Hades does say, if you do decide to take on this task with us, I will erase all of your doors from the underworld. Meaning, if you die, you just come back. No loss, permanent loss of your soul. So, yes, you would die. Yes, you would go to the underworld, but I would just send you back through one door. And that would just be your door from now into perpetuity.
Fuck. That seems very sweet.
Yeah, because you guys know every time you die, you got to go through a number of doors equal to your
Right.
deaths. And each time you die, you've lost X amount of HP. 1, then 2, then 3, just exponentially.
I mean, but with our ambrosia, it hasn't really mattered. I mean,
Well-
except for Nate.
Well, yeah, and eating at Kronos replenishes your max
Right.
HP and resets your doors. But Hades says that's my offer to you.
That's a pretty good offer.
I would no longer have any sway or pull on your souls.
That's pretty dope. What do you guys think? Let's sleep on it?
Maybe you would sleep. on
Yeah,
it.
we have forever.
Yeah. Maybe we do the boar, see how we feel.
Hephaestus looks at you and he says you should absolutely do the boar. Hephaestus looks at you
Oh, at me? Oh.
and he says you should absolutely do the boar.
Oh,
At
okay.
minimum.
Do the boar.
Interesting. Okay, well, I think we should do the boar.
Well, for sure.
I've been thinking of stuff for the boar that I didn't even give Hercules after he killed the boar.
You mean like stuff to make out of the boar?
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah. stuff
And
to
we're
make
supposed
out
to
of
capture
parts.
it, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
because we're going to eat it afterwards, but we're not going to eat the skin and the bones. We're just going to eat the meat.
So-
Could you imagine those quills and the bones and the tendons and the muscle in that thing? I could make something so good with that. Of course, I just need your dragon fire.
Oh, of course.
Hephaestus.
You have it always.
Speaking
My
of
lord.
said boar, and you have been so kind.
The best god. Here, to Hephaestus.
And then the others raise their glasses to Hephaestus. And Hephaestus says, to me!
I have nothing that does bludgeoning damage.
That sounds like you were ill-prepared.
I am very ill prepared, and I do not like this.
There's a town not far from here, massive city. You could go get some bludgeoning weapons.
All right. We gotta go shopping tomorrow.
Stop mooching off my god.
Or,
You got
or
it,
Neith,
stop.
don't forget, I could always just turn you into a giant ape.
Or a giant hammer. Can you turn it into a giant hammer?
Are you trying to deny me a new weapon? I thought we were friends.
Just kidding. If you want to get a new weapon, you can do that, Neith.
It's a bombshell happening.
I know. How fucking cool is
I
it?
was not expecting this.
I know. I was. I planned this in the campaign a long time ago. Deborah just didn't pick up on it. The first 1, 2, 3 times.
Yeah, Deborah never got his name. Knowing him biblically, no name. No name.
Rogues don't give out their names.
Yeah.
Sure.
Why would
You
we
work
do
better that way. Plausible deniability. Do you know this rogue named? No, I don't know any rogue's name.
Anonymous sex.
Like, hey, I think it made the story better.
Made it funnier.
And
Deborah, make an insight roll, please.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, you know who else would be down for this plan?
Insight.
Who else?
Eris.
Oh,
Goddess of
that would make
Discord.
sense because she likes chaos and discord.
15?
That's going to be plenty. What was I making you roll insight for? I'd forgotten. Hold on. It'll come to me.
Make an insight roll.
Something
Knowing
with Dolos?
Yeah, it was absolutely something. Oh, yeah. You remember having a conversation with Dolos in the hideout under the Gilded Sparrow when he told you that Eris was just a puppet in the city of Aspasia and it wasn't really her city, that the city was actually controlled by a much more powerful deity? He was referring to himself. Because he's a primordial.
I mean, I kind of
primordial
figured that, yeah.
Deity, yeah. It clicks now. It makes sense all of a sudden that he is much older and more powerful than she. And she is there because he allows it.
Because he's a swell fella.
No, that's how rogues work. Subterfuge and
Swell fellas.
guile and shit like that. Like, she runs all the shit on the top of the city. He actually runs the shit under the city. Like, that little girl that is now the Rogues Guild leader at the top of the city is not there because Eris willed it, but is there because Dolos put into action a long time ago his own little plan to have influence in the Rogues Guild again.
Dope.
Dun, dun.
Yeah, super fucking rad.
So-
Neith stands up and starts stretching and yawning. Are we going to sleep on this?
Yeah, let's sleep on it.
Is that what we're going to do?
Let's still do the boar.
Yeah.
So let's sleep on it. Do you want to
You
go
should
get a weapon?
absolutely still do the boar because there's no magic barrier. That boar does need to be dealt with or it's going to run hell
Yeah.
through all of the cities it comes
Yeah.
into going eastward.
Yeah, we've already committed to the boar. We've already
Yeah,
opened
we're
the
gonna-
door.
Don't have a choice at this point. There's no more magic barrier keeping the boar sealed. You're going to have to.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do the boar.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
And that'll give you guys plenty of time to talk about it on your way to the boar and consider the rewards that could be offered to you all.
Undying shit. Well, always coming
Rulers
back.
of Olympus, gods on high, statues and temples in the names of Gelsira and Neith and Ari. The preeminent deities in the world become you three and Hades and Athena and Hephaestus and Ares. Big grand monuments made to Kronos and Dolos and the Three Furies.
I mean, I'm on board.
Gosh, it wasn't that long ago. I was just learning how to shoot a short bow, and now here talking about becoming.
And now here you have a chance to add an even longer lasting impression on the land of Harmonia.
Would this mess up Harmonia? Like,
Only if you choose to exude your will to mess up Harmonia. The magic's not going to go because some of the gods are dead. I mean, Kronos has enough magic to fuel this world for at least 1,000 of your guys' lifetimes. Like, non-god lifetimes.
well,
And then there are still other titans that are still trapped.
Trapped.
Trapped, imprisoned.
in Tartarus.
Prison. And, like, do you guys want to let him out?
Oh, we intend to. We once ruled this planet way before the gods existed.
Oh, cool. And
Like we were the rulers of this planet before Zeus struck us all down and imprisoned us.
like, were they in prison for doing bad things?
No, we thought we were doing just fine. Gaia was doing a fantastic job. Kronos, I was doing a fantastic job. Other Titans were doing a fantastic job. And even, I forgot his name already, Prometheus was doing a fantastic job. And then Hephaestus says, I really like Prometheus. I'd like to have his fires back.
Okay.
And that's why Hephaestus is on board.
Dope.
Because Prometheus was the armor and weaponsmith for the Titans. And Hephaestus would love to get his hands on that knowledge. Because we can't go to Tartarus.
I'm like, hey, Ares, if you don't mind my asking, why are you on board with this? Like, what's your motivation?
War, bloodshed, chaos,
Oh, okay.
instability. Why else? And Athena says, same for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I figured.
Plus, they've had their time.
Sure. Yeah. Let's save the other Titans.
And Hades also says, Zeus has definitely had his time.
Oh, yeah. It's at his time.
It would be so nice to not be stuck in the underworld. My wife would love to go back permanently if she so chose.
It sounds like a good plan. Well, the general idea of it.
It's an idea. It's something you guys can think about.
Well, I like it. I like it. But we need some rest.
It's like, yeah, rest well, sleep well.
I get up off my chair and I kind of jump to the ground. I push it in, but then I take one more hunk of bread and I just
Think
start
about it,
eating it.
Gelsira. The druids already love you. Imagine if Gelsira was a god and there was a druid god they could worship.
You could finally go back and help your people.
That actually is the main thing that I'm thinking about, because I don't really care so much about being a god, but like being able to like help people.
You
And
do that with boundless, unlimited god powers.
oh, you know what? And then also I could probably bring back the people that I accidentally killed.
Yeah. There is a god of the underworld and the dead who's all aboard on this plan.
Yeah, they could help you out.
Yeah, I feel I that could be a way to redeem myself, I suppose.
Just think. God of assassins. All of the rogues and all of the rogue guilds stop worshiping other piddly gods and start worshiping Neith, goddess of assassination and shadow.
Meanies are kind of already on board with this. She just wants to use a fun weapon.
So we'll just have to,
Yeah, you've got the whole boar task to think about it.
we'll do that and think about how to go about slaying some gods, I guess.
If you want. You don't have to.
I mean,
Ari, where are you sleeping tonight?
probably with the lecto.
In my room, Electo says.
Yeah, what she said.
I'm like, hey, Cronus, is there a place I can sleep?
Yeah, absolutely. You could sleep in the forest. You could sleep with the horses. You can sleep in the house. You can sleep in the field.
Sleep on the
you
roof.
could sleep on the roof.
Ooh, that actually
You
sounds kind of fun.
could pitch you a little tent out in the woods so you
Yeah.
could build yourself a little fire and look up at the stars that you would command and control.
I think I'd like to sleep on the roof, actually.
Okay.
Weird choice. Let's go, champ.
There's a ladder
You're the
that
one who suggested it.
materializes on the far back wall by the fireplace. It looks like you could just climb up the ladder to get onto the roof.
Okay. I'm like, all right, good night, everybody. And then I climb up the ladder. And then I call Cedric to come.
Cedric's still there with you.
And then I'm like, all right, Cedric, let's go to sleep.
I don't think Cedric's going to sleep.
Oh, God. Imagine Cedric as a... Well, you've seen Cedric, what he would look like if he was like a great horned owl god there in the
owl
Elysian
god.
Fields. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Like he looked like the apex version of what you would see a fantasy owl to look like.
As I'm falling asleep, I'm thinking about this and kind of fantasizing about all of it. And the better
You've
better
seen
it sounds to
Karga
me.
full grown as his bronze dragon self, like god of dragons. Dragonborn would have a dragonborn god that they could worship. They would stop being second-class citizens because one of the trinity of gods high on Olympus is a dragonborn. They would finally stop being treated like shit.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And I already told you your thing.
Yeah.
I love it.
All worship from rogues of the goddess assassin, Neith. Yep, all with your own little god sidekick there to help you guide and mold the land however you like.
Ooh, I could protect the forest better.
You sure as shit could.
Infinitely better. All forests, everywhere.
All forest everywhere, yeah.
And all realities,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, it could be a ton of fun. You guys can sleep. Well, Ari might not be sleeping, at least not right away. Neith will share a room with Dolos. They will not be sleeping right away.
Nope.
Yep. There will be sexy time that'll be had. And as you guys are all sleeping, the other gods that didn't go to sleep, Hades, the two sisters, Kronos, Hephaestus, Athena, Ares, they're all whispering and talking about the possibility that this plan could finally happen because they finally have mortal agents who could spring this on the gods because they're already favored. They'd never see it coming that 3 mortals who were performing these piddly little bullshit tasks would ever deign to turn on the gods. They wouldn't expect it.
I love it. I love it.
And you guys all have a peaceful night's rest. There's no other RP moments. Nothing of interest is going to happen that didn't already happen. And then you all wake up the next day refreshed after a nice long rest. HP is full. Spell slots are refilled. You can smell breakfast being cooked You can hear Kronos talking to his 2 daughters. They appear to be the only ones left. All the others, well, Dolos is still there as well. He didn't fucking leave.
Oh, sweet.
So he'll stay and have breakfast with you.
Dope. So is there like would it be protocol to like take a bath before breakfast? So like a washroom.
You could actually have a real life bath.
I would
nap.
like to have a real life bath.
Yeah.
I want to see if Electo wants to come with.
Yeah, Electo will actually have a nice hot bath ready. Big, huge 2-person bathtub that's
Dope.
bowed in. You can see the steam coming off of the hot water, which would be blistering hot to Neith or to Gelsira. But because she's a primordial deity and you are a dragonborn, it would be like, regular
Nice.
hot water to you. But
You're lukewarm.
yeah, but blistering to people like Neith and Gelsira or Pam.
Settle into the bath. Oh yeah, this is the spot.
There's soap there. There's like, because you have scales. Have you ever had like a natural sponge that you can get at like beauty supplies that come from dead sponges in the ocean?
Nope.
Oh, okay. But there's like a pumice rock type strength of sponge that you could scrub yourself with to get dirt and shit out from under the scales. Yep. So you could have like a real bath. This isn't an illusory bath. This would be a real life bath.
Oh
Real
yeah.
life bath.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel so clean.
Yep. She'd get your back for you.
Ah,
And then a Karga's there splashing in the water as well. Like dipping his head underwater and like blowing like water at you.
I love it.
Yeah.
We're having a good time.
Yeah. And she's scrubbing behind his ears and his back for him too, because he's a little tiny dragon that can't reach his back with his claws or anything yet.
Adorable.
Yeah, Karga's fucking adorable.
Okay. Well, I'll finish my bath and go get some breakfast. So what's up, Dad?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Did you all have a great sleep?
Excellent sleep.
For those of you that slept right away, huh? Dolos? He's like, yeah, we didn't sleep a whole lot.
Like, oh, are you having trouble sleeping? What's wrong?
Oh, nothing was wrong. I think when we finally got to sleep, we slept just fine, didn't we, Neith?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good.
How'd you sleep on the roof?
Oh, it was fantastic.
It
Slept under
was
the stars.
fantastic up there. It wasn't cold. Kronos made sure there was no wind. It was perfect temperature out there for you. There were no clouds over the moon or the stars. You slept under a beautiful dark blue canopy of stars and moon. You were kissed by the moonbeams of a full moon. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty great. And yeah, Cedric and I had a great night.
Some moonbeams?
Yeah.
Were there any moonbeans?
No beans.
Just beams.
Maybe some moon legumes.
Nice. Okay, so let's have some breakfast, yeah?
Aphrodite is
Yeah.
there.
Oh.
She walks in the door.
Oh,
I thought they all left.
Aphrodite wasn't there last night.
Ah. Right.
But we talked about her.
We did.
And she walks in and she sits down and she sighs wistfully.
I'm like, what's wrong, Aphrodite?
I miss Pan.
We miss him too. He's doing well. We saw him.
And then she looks at you three and she says, did you guys have a talk with Kronos and Dolos last night?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
we did.
Productive conversation?
Yeah, super productive.
I just nod my head.
If you need help, I could probably get Pan back to assist.
Oh yeah. Get just icing being added to cakes over here.
Well, he is my favored.
Sure.
And someone else has the ability to call upon his god, which is really, really weird of you, Neith. How did you do that?
Neith just kind of drinks her tea.
It has something to do with names, Aphrodite.
Oh, are you and he related? I didn't know he had a sister.
I've been known by that name.
And then Dolos
sometimes.
looks at Aphrodite and he says, we have our ways. And then she doesn't ask any further questions because Dolos's word appears to be the end of that line of conversation.
Nice.
Because Aphrodite knows who Dolos is. Aphrodite knows that he could strike her down at any point in time. Kronos' sickle is just right there. So there is little quail for each and every one of you. You all will
nice.
have your own little quail. You will have hot tea, and there is cider. Hot
Ooh.
cider.
Ooh.
Sticks of cinnamon. Can have a nice, wonderful
Nice.
protein spiced breakfast.
You're so hospitable. So hospitable. The hospitality here.
Well,
just
we need to make sure you're prepared for this task.
Yes.
Ahead of you. The boar is not to be taken lightly.
we're going to take it quite heavily.
Oh, did you know that we killed a dragon?
I had heard that a dragon was killed.
Mm-hmm.
I felt the presence of a god not normally on this plane. I presume that had something to do with it. Right, Neith? And Dolos looks at Aphrodite and says, we'd already covered all we were going to cover on this. Then Aphrodite apologizes. I'm sorry, Neith. I didn't mean to pry. Aphrodite apologizes to mortal human Neith and says, I did not mean to pry.
And he says, apology accepted. This
Wild. I know. It's so weird, right?
excited to potentially, weld a weapon that
Can kill gods?
could kill gods, but also
So
is
dope.
weirded out by all this attention and gods apologizing to her. What has happened to her life? It used to be so simple.
Yeah, and then you sensed magic one day and everything went
Everything.
upside down after that.
Upside down, inside out.
Oh, what'd you
So
have?
you all are going to hunt the boar, I presume?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we
Neith
are.
needs a bludgeoning weapon first, though.
Oh, right. Demeter is really excited about feasting on this boar, by the way. It's all she's been talking about for weeks.
Well, we're going to hook it up.
Great. I look forward to eating the boar again. This will be my 4th time.
Is it not delicious?
No, it is delicious. It's just, I don't want to keep having this feast over and over and over and over again.
Who's speaking right now? Is it
Well,
Aphrodite?
Aphrodite.
maybe next time you have the feast, it'll be in honor of something besides just the boar.
Oh, that would be
Bingo.
delightful. Olympus could use some remodeling anyway.
Yeah, I heard.
I wouldn't mind being up a couple more tiers.
And
TIERS,
yes.
up the
And-
pecking order.
Neith goes ahead, stands up. Neith wants to go out to the stable and just check on her horse.
All right. Dolos asks if you need help.
If you would like to come along.
I'm fine sitting here enjoying my breakfast. I'll catch up with Aphrodite.
Okay.
They're related. He's not like gonna fuck her. He's perfectly happy fucking you.
I mean, he's a god. He can do whatever he wants. Like, Neith is not going to argue with that.
I mean, he in relation, she would be like his great
That would be a little
cousin
weird,
on his father's side. So yeah. Niece, probably, actually, thinking about the bloodline. It'd be his great niece. So it's just an uncle catching up with his niece.
You're just over there robbing the grave.
Or he's robbing the cradle. Like,
It's really what
oof,
I mean,
God, such a young cradle.
I have a thing with death anyway,
Yeah.
So you guys can enjoy a nice, delicious breakfast before you begin your... Neith needs bludgeoning weapons, don't forget. You do have a tree portal there in Aspasia. Ari's almost out of mushrooms anyway.
Yeah. I need some
How's
more
my horse
mushrooms.
doing?
Your horse is doing magnificently. Actually,
Fantastic.
2 of the sisters are already out there brushing it.
Oh,
They've
thanks.
already given it fresh water and fed it.
Okay, well,
So-
let it be known, Neith did not forget about her horse.
Yep, they didn't forget about him
I
either.
don't want to come back and my horse be dead or something.
Yeah,
Like,
one of the sisters is grooming your horse. The other sister is grooming Lucy. And Anos is still asleep because Anos is going to do what the fuck ever Anos wants to do.
Right.
it's true.
Live your best life, Anos.
Yep. And he
All
is.
right. I go back to the house and I get Gelsira's attention. Hey, Gelsira.
And I'm eating the quail.
It's a full quail just for you.
Nice. Yeah, I'm like, what do you want, Neith?
Well, I was hoping to get an early start, get in, get a weapon, and let's go get this boar. Like, Neith is like jazz, man, now. Like, Neith wants to go. Neith wants to do things.
Okay, so you want to go to Aspasia then to get a bludgeoning
Yes,
weapon?
let's do that.
Okay.
I also want to get some fire grenades. Oh, hold on. And then I turn to Dolos and I say, hey, there was something I meant to bring up with you, but we got a little busy last night.
Oh, what was it?
Lockpicks.
What about them? Do you need some?
Mine are kind of melted
He gives you his.
from your... Oh.
I'll get more.
Oh.
Wow. Lockpicks of a god.
Do these have like a plus something to them?
Yeah.
Or what do they have?
Auto succeed on 10 plus.
What?
Auto succeed on 10 plus on the die.
Wow.
Oh.
They're like a skeleton key version of a lockpick. They're unbreakable, and if you roll 10 or better on the die, they auto-succeed. So, like, you have your skill that you would use for lockpicking, but if you roll a 10 on the dice and we stop counting skill because it unlocks. Click, click.
Click, click.
And I go to like put these away, and then I remember something, and I go, "Hey, Gelsira, just to remind you, I have a magician's pack if you ever need spell components."
Oh, okay. I will keep that in mind.
Do you need spell components, Chronos says? Like any grown? I could create a farm for spell components.
Farm for spell components.
Yeah, like shit that would just naturally grow
I love it.
out in the field. He would just make another field instead of it being just hay for horses. He would have.
Hey, is for horses.
Spell
Oh, you know
components.
what? Actually, I could use iron fillings.
Oh,
Yeah, just grow those in the field.
he's like, give me 24 hours and I will have an iron mine out back behind the house.
Wow. Okay.
Oh shit.
Okay.
This is what it means, Gelsira. This
Wow.
is what it means.
It's got some perks here.
It will take me 24 hours, though, to get it filled and created and hollowed out and safe for you. But
Oh,
if you come back tomorrow, you will have an iron mine where you can get some iron fillings.
also, do you have a holy water?
I do not, but you could stop at any temple. The clerics in Aspasia would have plenty of holy water.
Okay, maybe I'll visit the clerics since we're going to be there.
All right. So what would we do? Go to Aspasia?
I think we're going to go to Spacia
Yeah.
and find
Portal out?
Neath the
There's
budget.
no wrong answer in Aspasia.
Portal to
There's no-
Aspasia?
Oh, you know what? Better. It's been a-
Dolo says, or we could just take my door.
Oh, could take the door. You got a door?
Yeah,
Where's it at? Like just a magic door?
the front door through Kronos' house.
Go through
Oh,
I
okay.
could just, if I open the door first, it'll go into my treasure room at the Gilded Sparrow.
Can we all go in there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, that would save me from having to use the spell slot, so that'd be cool.
Electo, you want to come
Perfectly
with?
fine. Electo says, yeah, I'd love to.
Let's go.
Okay.
I've got nothing else to do.
Dope.
I better, you know what? It's been a while since I've been to Spacia. I better make sure there's no trouble happening.
There's no trouble, Dolo says. Eris has I have ensured that there's no trouble, but Eris has ensured that there's no trouble.
Okay. Well, better keep an eye on just in case.
All right, well, let's go to Aspasia.
All right, so Dolos goes to the door. He makes a little symbol on the door, kind of like a pentacle, but at the end of one of the pentacle corners, there's an additional little symbol that looks like it's opening a specific door on any one of his doors. Looks like all 5 points of the star would be a door, and then the circle around the star would be other additional doors that he plans on creating. And he says this used to only be a 3-pointed star. It's up to 5 now since I've met you. Mm-hmm. And then Chrono says, we'll see you when you guys come back. Give me at least 24 hours.
Okay.
Hey, Dolos, how many points are you looking for?
As many as I can get.
Dope.
I mean, if I can get back to Olympus, I could have infinite points. Imagine having a doorway at Olympus.
Yeah, imagine it.
I could go
I'm thinking
anywhere.
of doors on Olympus now. They look cool.
And then he opens the door, and as it opens, what would normally be the outside of Kronos' farm, Neath, you have seen this before, is actually the inside of his throne and treasure room, where you saw the other 3 doors.
Oh, I recognize that chair.
Yep. I've loved that chair.
It's a good chair.
And he
Is it a
says,
good chair,
please,
though?
after you all, if I go through before you, the spell ends and you would just be outside of Kronos' door. So you first. You 3 first.
Oh, thank
4 first. Sorry, cousin. 4. She's like, it's perfectly okay.
I take Electo's hand, we go through the door.
Yep.
I walk through the door.
Do you walk through? You walk.
Neath goes to the door.
Yep. And then he says, see you later, Kronos. And Kronos says, keep an eye on them. Make sure they stay alive. And he's like, I've been doing that for a while now.
Bye, Dad.
And he waves by, and then the door closes, and then you guys are standing there in the stone throne treasure room of Dolos, the true guild leader of Aspasia. And that will do us for this episode of Some Would Play. Listen next week as the plot thickens and the party hunts the boar. Thanks for
So
listening,
fucking
everybody.
thick.
We hope.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Some Would Play, a production of the Outsanity Network. Join us again next week as the story continues. Find us online at www.somewouldplay.com and be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Some Would Play. Deborah is at Sonyataki. Rico is at R1C0. Daphne is at Dafterthought, and I am Psychedelic M. If you enjoy the show, please tell your friends and share it with others. And remember, in real life, you needn't roll for initiative, so just seize it.